Libra, it's been a while since so many messages have come through during meditation. So this is a big moment for you. I want to tell you all about these messages and the card I got for your reading, and then we'll pull out more cards and see what else Spirit has to say. But the message that I'm getting based on everything here is pretty clear. And that's either that you're experiencing this now or it's coming up very soon, a rush of energy into your life, into your space. This could be a lot of communication, a lot of demands from people, or things start moving quickly. But it feels like this is even a little bit overwhelming. I saw this beautiful brown horse just barging through your front door into your house, causing quite the stir and chaos and havoc. And there was something that Spirit is telling you that you are shielded from this kind of disruption in your life. You are protected from this, I'm hearing entourage. I don't know, maybe that's for someone specific. You are protected from this interference. You do not need to allow this movement to come in this rapid kind of fast-paced, unpredictable way that may disrupt you. And the card that I got for you after I got all these messages is Grace, which I love because this is about intentional, slow, oftentimes, doesn't have to be slow, but I'm taking a slow movement. You can control this energy that's coming towards you by either shielding yourself from it entirely or by working with it in such a way that it turns into, I'm getting a graceful symphony, a graceful orchestra of energies. So there's somebody or some external energy that's really imposing on you. And Spirit's telling you that you don't need to fall in line with that energy. You don't need to follow suit. You can be graceful and maintain the balance. And that's really what it's all about for you right now. But let me tell you more. The first message I got for you was state your purpose. Okay, so you need to be really intentional right now about what you're doing and why you're doing it. Maybe you need to state your purpose in your spiritual practice before you begin divination, or maybe you need to state your purpose in a work environment or in a relationship, or maybe just to yourself. But it feels like something needs to be literally stated and said. Then I also got the number 667, 637, Iwaz, the rune Iwaz. So that's the horse and the journey and something charging through in your life. It's about movement, but it feels disruptive, okay? And Spirit's telling you can come into balance. Now's the time, and I'm filming this right before the full moon in your sign. Now's the time to try to balance other people's desires with harmony in your life. So not bending yourself to other people's will, not getting lost in the illusion that something must be done or has to be done in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable. Okay? And then I got that there's somebody who's demanding, maybe this is you or it's someone else, demanding or trying to act independently, and it's out of order. There's something not equal in this situation, and you need to act with equanimity, with a kind of non-reactive, calm, balanced, graceful way. And this might be emotionally challenging for you. I also got animus, the mind. You may be working with masculine energy right now, or masculine tarot cards might keep coming through for you, or tarot cards that are associated with masculine energy, I should say. Then I was reminded of my feral cat that I had when I was very young. I must have been about 6, maybe. Her name was Sarah. And she was kind of black and orangey, slept in the fruit bowl, hid under my bed. And ultimately we gave her away, and we only had her for a short time. I don't know why she's coming through, but she's coming through. So maybe that's significant for you, or maybe there's something about some feral instincts that you could rely on, or maybe this is what's imposing in your space, some untamed kind of energy. But the cat often represents intuition. I'm getting something about stealth behavior too, but graceful. Cats are very graceful most of the time, unless they're Pixel, my cat. But they're mostly graceful. Okay, so there's a graceful intuition, versus like a feral reactivity. Interesting. Okay, and then I saw the Two of Swords, which is a card I'm personally working with right now. But with the Two of Swords, I got the phrase of violent crosswinds. And then you may be hearing dings or wind chimes, notification sounds, other people's notifications. I don't know, dinging, beeping, alarms, wind chimes, something like that. Unexpected dings on your singing bowl. There's something going on like that. This is just confirmation for you if that is the case. Okay, so let's get into your reading and see what we get with this beautiful Grace card. Tell me more, Spirit, for Libra. I hope you enjoy the full moon. It's an intense one. There's lots going on. I'm sure you're feeling it, no matter where Libra is in your chart. I'm a Libra rising. Let's see. Let's see what else. Memory and mind, guidance, analysis, and application with the hatchling, innocence, inner child, and curiosity. Oh, very interesting. Memory and mind, animus, mind came through in your channeled messages there, or the messages I received in meditation. Guidance, analysis, and application. Is there a way that you could untie, unknot some kind of analysis paralysis, or some kind of way that you're looking at a difficult situation so that it flows easier, it's more graceful? I know for myself, I've had to set parameters around certain things in my life that are causing me a little bit of grief, but mainly I'm causing myself grief by overthinking and thinking about it too much. So I've had to be a little bit conscious and strict with myself, like, nope, we're not going to think about that. It's an intrusive thought right now, and we're going to box that away and we'll deal with it at a later date because I'm busy. So I feel like that's for somebody here for sure. This allows you to open that box when you want to look at that issue and take out that cord, whatever that issue is, gracefully, and unwind it and see what it is you're working with. I love this hatchling card, innocence, inner child, and curiosity. Seems like a little bit of a wild card in your reading. So there may be something. I feel good to turn these on. Hold on. There may be something that is wild, like a wild card, in your situation or in your experience right now. It's important that you tap into this with your intuition and not your analytic mind, because immediately I just switched the cards around and I put the analysis and application on the left side and innocence, inner child on the right side. And the right brain controls, I know it's like all crisscross right now, but it doesn't matter. It's about the symbolism. The right brain controls creativity and imagination, which is linked to intuition. And the left brain, as it goes, is more about analysis, animus, memory, mind. So there's also a balance you need to seek between using your interpretive lens on a situation that you've gained from all of your experience and all of your wisdom and knowledge, and something fresh and new, a new perspective. Your imagination is going to be helpful here for you. Okay, let's keep going and see what else we get, Libra. There's a little bit of a pause in the energy there. Someone around you, or maybe it's yourself, this is not for everyone, may experience like something dissociating or like have a weird experience of some sort. Okay, let's see. Well, the hatchling is not very graceful, right? When it first hatches and tries to fly, that's pretty much the last thing a hatchling is. A little bird is graceful right out of the gates. So whatever it is that you're dealing with, don't be too hard on yourself or whatever you're trying to achieve or you're experiencing. You may very well want to apply grace in this situation, but you're having a hard time gliding, spreading your wings, and flying gracefully because this is new to you. You're dealing with something that is fresh, which is a wonderful thing. Even if it's something challenging, it's new, which means your consciousness is going to expand, which is a good thing. And you may be trying to use your memory and your mind of previous situations to help guide you in this one, but there's something that is not serving you in doing that. You need to be more intuitive or tapped into that aspect of yourself or allow that part of you to kind of take over in a way. Don't be scared. Okay, don't, especially about other people's perspectives and views on you. Okay, so there's something that might require a little bit of trial and error or courage, to leave that nest and know that you might stumble and fall and not be graceful initially, but eventually it will come. Yeah, I feel like this is very on point for some of you. You are definitely looking into the past and analyzing a situation based on what's happened before or what you already know, maybe this book knowledge or, I don't know, other people's opinions, other people's words or knowledge. You're looking too much into that and not enough into your own creations of what things mean. Some of you intuitively know something, but you are not allowing yourself to go in that direction. You're doubting yourself. This is about balance between these two parts of yourself, the analytic part and the intuitive part. And swinging between the two, right? Gracefully. Some of you might feel like you're doing mental gymnastics with something, or you're trying not to, but you end up doing it anyway. Okay, let's see the energies supporting you, Libra. Energy supporting Libra. Ooh, the universe. That's a big energy. Lots of resources at your fingertips. Lots of knowledge available to you. Past life knowledge too, with memory in mind. Guidance. Application. Spirit, what about this message about being able to direct the horse or block the horse? I feel like that was such a big part of what came through. State your purpose. Okay, let's keep this out here. See how this message ties in. Ding. See? I told you you'd hear that. Okay, let's see the challenge. The challenge. I'll talk more about the universe in a second. Let's see the challenge. The sun. The sun in the world. This is a big reading for someone. And right away I'm seeing left and right, anima, animus, analytic mind, interpretive, imaginative mind. The sun is the challenge, right? See, there is something you want to fly towards. You've been in this nest, you want to get out, it's time to fly. You see the sun, let's go. But you don't have that grace yet, or maybe you're just refusing to be graceful in a situation, or you forgot that you should be. I don't know, you take it as it resonates. So there could be this demand on you to act now, to respond now, to react now. That horse charging through your door. You can do this, but you may need a little bit of preparation or time. Like it feels like there's something that happens and then there's this push from an external source or maybe somewhere within telling you to act immediately. Say the thing immediately. Go to this interpretation immediately. Like, here's this thing going in this part of my mind. This is what this means, And Spirit's saying like a little bit of space needs to be created and cultivated, like a widening here, so that when something comes in, it's like you have enough time to, you want to step away from it a little bit, like swing back, and then you'll swing in. So give yourself a moment to process something. But I feel like in that moment where you say, wait, I need to process this, I need to think about it, that's the time where you say, okay, I'm going to do my thinking, and then I'm going to feel what this actually means. How do I feel about this? Not so much what do I think, but like, what is my intuition saying about this? And maybe your intuition right now in this situation, and only this situation, is a little clumsy. And you're feeling like, where's my grace here? You will get it. You will. But you need a little bit of time before you respond to something or before you act in some way. Non-reactive, an emotional challenge, equanimity. Okay, so the universe as your support, this is coming up to me mostly as travel. And your ability to travel through unpredictable, I'm getting unpredictable situations, and yet also boring. So are you dealing with something that's kind of mundane, boring, or there's a drag in it, but it's also somewhat unpredictable? It's like getting tired. It's getting old. This is getting old. This is getting tired. Okay. So let's keep going and see what else we get. This is a very interesting reading, Libra. I don't know if it's going to resonate with most of you, but hopefully it helps someone. Well, let's see. Ooh, that's beautiful. Let me get all the cards out. Libras. There's the horse. Father of wind. See, you can kind of see the horse in there. Charging in. Okay, so the Father of wind is the King of Swords, which is mind, memory, analysis, thinking, cold hard truths, knowledge, facts. Let's see. What else do we have here for Libra? Another card with a horse. I mean, I know. It's interesting, though. These are the Father cards. Father of fire. There's a lot of people here that are coming up in this thing you're thinking about, or in your energy in general. There's something that feels almost like you could feel like you're forgetting something, or somebody has forgotten something. Okay, let's see. The bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords, many tongues. With the Eight of Swords, the lightning path. Okay, so this horse, the Emperor, yeah. It's intrusive, right? Then I'm seeing the Page of Wands underneath that, the Sister of Wands. So this is my messenger card. It's like somebody's coming in with like a forceful message, okay? Trying to enact some kind of control or authority or power. This big, strong, beautiful brown horse just charging through. Like, what are you supposed to do, right? Like the Emperor's saying, I'm here, deal with it. Like, here's all this energy, the many tongues, but there's something about it that isn't sitting right with you, or the whole thing just feels off. Now, this doesn't have to be a person. It could be just a general energy that you're experiencing, okay? Maybe it's something going on in your neighborhood. Maybe it's the world outside of yourself. Maybe it's the media coming through on all airwaves or eardrums, I heard, and all your eardrums. I don't know, how many do you have? Okay, so the many tongues, interesting. Many ears, many tongues. This is an energy that's intrusive to a few people, not just yourself. And you're trying to act gracefully in this situation, or that is the best course of action. But you need a little bit of time to do that. There is this feeling of like wanting something to be clear and easy. And you have the mastery at your fingertips. See, the problem is, I should start this way. The problem is not that you aren't wise, knowledgeable, smart, or brave, It's not that you don't have the chops or the analytic mind or the storehouse of things you've learned. It's not that you don't have those resources. You have many resources. That's not the problem here for you. The obstacle here is that because you have that in spades, spades being swords, you may fall back on that. You may rely on that a little bit too much, even when the situation demands a kind of more fluid or flowy approach, intuitive approach, softer approach even, a graceful approach. Okay, so try to catch yourself in moments, say, is this really the best approach, whatever approach I'm taking? Now, I see you're dealing with something quite serious and afflicting. It feels like afflicting. By serious, I mean, it's like intense. It's coming at you. Like it feels like, what? Can I just live in peace over here or not? Okay. Now, this is interesting, all of this, because your overall energy is the 10 of Cups. So you are graceful, you are flowing, but there's this something that's happening that is disrupting that flow. But in other areas of your life, there is flow. But maybe, let's just see. Tell me more about the 10 of Cups, Fountain of Love. This is harmony. So you're trying to balance somebody else's desires to impinge on you, communicate, get something done, get you to react, whatever it is, versus your own harmony and balance with the 10 of Cups and trying to be happy and peaceful. Sorry if you hear the lawnmower. But see, it's like that noise. It's like Knight of Swords. It's intrusive. 3 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. So this could be someone who really wants to work with you or just wants to grab your attention. This could be somebody who is, I'm hearing that they're seeking validation, but it's like they're offering you something. Come on, Libra, don't you want to just do this? It would be so good for you. We could work on this together. This is actually a benefit for you, etc. But there's something tainted, I'm hearing. There's something tainted about this. Another bell, but of course I did that intentionally. Spilling the 5 of water. Yeah, this Knight of Swords comes in to your energy space of the 10 of Cups, proposes some kind of collaboration or trying to work things out, or maybe wants credit for something. And it's like a downer. Your 10 of Cups go to the 5 of Cups and you feel like you're a hatchling again. Okay. Now, what you don't see coming is the King of Wind, the King of Swords. And I feel like this is partly that horse that I was getting, that external source purging through your space, but also your mind. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but it looks like there's 2 people on this. So when we deal with situations like this, and if this is resonating, then you can ask yourself, what does this situation or this person represent about myself or something I'm trying to reconcile for myself? Do I barge in on myself? And I just finished talking about how, I have to put those thoughts that come in about things that are worrying me away when I'm trying to do something else. So maybe you're barging in on yourself at some level. and now it's manifesting in the external world. Or this could be coming just from the external, and now it's creating an internal, I'm hearing impeachment. I don't know. Knocking you off your chair. This is strange how it's coming through. So where are you being unkind to yourself? It's basically the question. Where are you being too demanding on your own energy? Where are you intruding on yourself in some way? Is there something that you love or you'd love to do, but then you keep putting more things on your to-do list? You know, something like that. If you can resolve parts of that, then guaranteed you will be able to resolve parts of this external thing as well. Okay? So let's see. The King of Swords for what Libra doesn't see coming. What does this King of Swords want? The Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Yeah. Intrusion, distraction, annoyance. The screen. I've been using this deck the last few readings, and this is really, and then also another deck that says unplug with the TV, and so this message keeps coming through with this card, and the other deck too, that, and I know what's going on in the world is extremely chaotic, and we do need to protect our energies from the onslaught of information that we're receiving daily. It's good to stay informed, of course, but we have to protect our energy. And not everything that gets sent our way is always true. Okay? And it often does, if not 99% of the time, play on our emotions. The media, the news, etc. Sensational, like really trying to get us to feel Nine of Swords or whatever the case is. And some situations, of course, are warranted, right? Like something awful's happening and we feel something about it. But you also need boundaries around that external source of conflict that may try to barge into your space when you were trying to bring yourself back into balance. Okay, so that's for some of you. Some of you may be worried about some information you've received about finances or health. Or you're just generally worrying here. Overthinking about your stability and your future to the point of anxiety. And it's all mental, right? Mars and Gemini, Nine of Swords, it's all mental. It's a war in the mind. So can you switch your mind into a more graceful, energetic flow? I know you can because you're the Ten of Cups. So you need to really think about what's around you, who and what are they saying? Why are they saying it? How are they getting in to your mind, to your heart, to your soul? And can you do anything to protect yourself? Okay? Even energetically. Father of Wands for your opportunity. Now this is a little bit of a change up. Let's see. Father of Cups in reverse. And Ten of Pentacles in the upright. The great work. Ooh. Emotional challenge. King of Cups in reverse. Non-reactive. Well, each of the... I don't want to go that route. Tell my spirit what's going on. The Lovers. I feel like Spirit is guiding you to take a step back for a minute when something unexpected and intrusive happens. Feel it. What does it feel like to you? How do you feel about what's happened? And then once you have that established yourself, how this is making you feel or what your intuition is telling you, and you do need a step back in order to do that, is what I'm seeing. Then you're ready to take action. And I feel for some of you, this is about, I don't know, you're going to defeat something, I'm getting. It's like your sheer grace actually defeats somebody else's mind games or arguments or whatever it is. Plans. There's something about the King of Wands here that feels very stable, which is unusual. But with the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Cups in reverse, I mean, this could be read in a shadow way, no doubt, but I'm seeing it as your opportunity to take action from a less emotionally reactive place, one that is in line with who you are, aligned with who you are, that comes from a stable, solid foundation. It's like a graceful interception is what I'm getting. It's like you're going to intercept some energy gracefully in a controlled kind of way. But it comes from a balance of both parts of your mind or your being, you know? I hope this makes sense. There's an opportunity here for long-term security and success. Do not react emotionally. Of course, you can be emotional, but make sure you are balanced before you make a decision or before you respond to something. And again, there's something about this grace that is very important. And also giving yourself grace. If you feel like you're not exactly sure what to do, so you're just going to do what you've always done. If that old habit comes up or you start getting really wrapped up in your mind about what's going on, give yourself grace. And what? An awakening, epiphany, enlightenment, higher calling, and some time for you to have that epiphany moment, that awakening moment of how you want to actually deal with a situation. There's something you're going to save, something you're going to, the feral cat, there's something you're going to recuperate even. It might feel like all is lost or you're about to let something go that you don't want to. You're going to save it, just like this lotus here. Okay, so the Four of Swords for the challenge. Oh, sorry, the Five of Swords. Interesting. Maybe Four of Swords is a challenge too, which is peace of mind. Five of Swords, and it says fear on this card. Fear is the challenge. Well, yes, that would be a challenge, right? Fear in the mind, right? Again, the swords, fear of somebody getting one over on you, fear of defeat, fear of being manipulated, fear of not seeing something coming, fear of failing with your own mind. Like, I'm smarter than this. I know better than this. Why haven't I been able to get rid of this or deal with it, etc., or get what I want, whatever the feeling is for you. You're not handling this wrong. Okay? Spirit's just showing you, pointing you in a direction. Hey, you can handle this in a way that feels a little bit easier if you lean into this intuitive feeling space that gives you some time to step back. It will become easier for you. But you're not handling it wrong. It's just causing you more angst than it needs to by the analysis paralysis type thing. I'm seeing somebody, maybe you're this isn't for everyone. Some of you are Googling too much, asking ChatGPT or whatever GPT way too many questions. Okay, there's somebody here who's trying to find out an answer to something. It's not going to come through like that. That's very specific, okay? Five of Swords is the challenge. Yeah, well, those LLMs can be a little bit of a Five of Swords situation, if you know what I'm saying, right? Moon, ooh, yeah. Are you sure you're getting the right, accurate information or the truth? Or I feel like that's your concern, actually. But your soul, your body, your spirit knows when it's ready to fly, and you are ready to fly. Yeah, it's going to be a little stumbly at first, but you're going to do it. Okay, the Moon and the Five of Swords for the challenge. Okay, not for all of you, but some of you are really getting obsessed or paranoid. I have to say it. Don't let this take control of your energy, because you are really the Ten of Cups, which is abundance, overflow, plenty, harmony, love. What does it say on this card? Fountain of love. That's you. So don't let this energy overtake you. The worry, the concern. You know what to do. Okay? Just got to get out of your head a little bit with this. Some of you are ruminating. Some of you are really scared. Like, I'm talking really scared. You're scaring yourself, I'm hearing. You're scaring yourself. What? About what? What are they scaring themselves about? Violent crosswinds. What are they scaring themselves about? Two of Cups in reverse. That you're going to lose something that you really love. Or that you've lost a part of yourself even. Six of Pentacles. No, sorry, Six of Wands in reverse. Glory that you're going to lose. You're going to lose out on love. You're going to lose out on a connection. And lose something you care a lot about. Or some of you might just be worried that you're never going to find something that you care a lot about. Five of Swords. You're Five of Swords in yourself. This isn't the reality. This isn't the truth. I mean, you can make it the truth if you concentrate on it heavily enough and you sit in that energy and you manifest it, sure. You're that powerful. But you also really don't need to go that route because you're the Ten of Cups. You're much stronger as the Ten of Cups than you are the Five of Swords. So pour some love into yourself and trust that what you love here, especially if this is something creative or a project, that it loves you too, okay? I've never really said that, but I am seeing it. You're not going to lose out on something you love. Now, if this represents a relationship to you and you're scared of losing it, you're getting all spirally in the mind over it, then what? Wow, these cards aren't even all in reverse, but they're coming out that way. The Flood, Four of Water. Okay, so what we got here is the Queen of Cups in reverse. This is more about you than it is them, if this is a relationship. I mean, that's always the case. Of course, your own life is more about you than it is them, right? Don't forget that. But what I mean is, you're really scared of losing a part of yourself. This person might represent a part of yourself, or you had a good experience somewhere along the line with this connection, relationship, and you don't want to lose that part of yourself that was maybe a little carefree, or maybe more adventurous, less up in the head. You're never going to lose a part of yourself. You can transform it and transmute it if you want. But with the Moon and the Five of Swords, this is not real. Okay? Your worry, your fear, it's not real. That's what I want to say to you. Okay, and if you've already lost a connection, oh my goodness, 9 of Wands in reverse, Eye of Fire, then there's some acceptance that needs to come along with that. And then that part of yourself that you've attached to this relationship will come back to you piece by piece. Okay, don't continue fighting for this, especially in the mind. Let it go. Let it flow. Give it a rest. For the time being, I'm hearing. For the time being. Okay, that's for some of you. Okay. Now your advice is the Queen of Pentacles. Really take this advice. This is Spirit saying, you have all the potential in the world to ground yourself, to sit in security and confidence. You have a lot to offer, including yourself. There are a lot of things going for you. You are talented. You are skillful. You can make things happen in the material realm. In fact, you should work with matter right now. I don't know, maybe you want to do something in the garden, or I'm hearing a touch tank. I don't know. Maybe you got fish. I'm not sure. But you want to feel matter. You want to feel the cards that you work with. Like, pay attention to the actual matter of things. Matter over mind right now. Ground yourself. Be confident. Okay? Look at this heart that you're making with all these gorgeous flowers. You're Venusian. You're beauty. You are grace. You are also cold, analytic, justice. And when you can bring those two parts of yourself together in balance, you're unstoppable. Okay, so tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles for Libra. 6 of Cups in reverse with faith. This is letting go of memory. Letting go of something in the mind that has a hold on you. Analysis, paralysis. Okay, I'm going to tell you the outcome, which I really like. Even though it's a tough card, I like what it says. But I'm also going to do an extended. In the extended, we're going to go a layer deeper, see what other messages come through. If you're interested in that, the link is in the description bar below. If you don't like that idea, or you're not interested, or you can't go there, trust that Spirit already knows that and gave you personally all the information that you needed right here. Okay, the card to end the reading, the outcome, if you follow the guidance and the advice, is 3 of Swords with recognition. And I love this because this is integration. This is recognizing that I'm hearing something has caught your mind, you got caught up in your mind around something. Okay, there's been something painful that you've gone through or that you're currently going through, and you are going to recognize the root of the pain. You are going to recognize the way that it's infiltrating and influencing you right now in ways that you don't like. There's a recognition here of where the 3 of Swords is in your life and what it's doing. And you can only eradicate or heal this feeling once you are able to identify what it is, where it is, and what it's doing to you. So this is a big step towards healing something that's been hurting. Okay, and again, I really want to emphasize, a lot of you are really over worried about something. Okay, I know things can be scary. I get it, especially when we don't have answers for certain things. But that's what our brain does. It likes to fill in the gaps where we lack knowledge or where there's uncertainty. We fill in the gaps, memory and mind, with things that have happened in the past or things we know. Okay, and if it's a difficult situation where we don't have answers or there's uncertainty and we have fears around that, then we fill in those gaps with illusions. Delusions even, confusion, pain, what ifs. And Spirit is saying, you don't need to do that at all. Don't worry. I know it's easier said than done, but I'm not seeing any need here to worry. And I feel like if there was a serious need to worry, I would see it. Now, this is a general reading. You have to keep that in mind. But like, I haven't seen anything like, oh my God. And if you've been on this channel long enough, you know I would tell you. Okay. The outcome. 8 of Pentacles, the Mountain, with the Mother of Wands. Some of you could work with someone. Maybe this is in a spiritual sense, or even in your practice, your projects, a work environment, or legal, or something. There's somebody here that you could work with to help you recognize maybe the 3 of Swords. This could be a counselor of some sort. But you are also working on yourself. And the Queen of Wands is an advocate. She's kind of a public figure. So it could very well be the case that whatever you're navigating through right now, once you learn how to move through this with grace, which you will, you'll be able to take this experience and use it to build upon in your future endeavors. Some of you are going to become guides yourself if you're not already. And if you all already are a guide, then you go through trials and tribulations so that you can keep growing and learning, and it's just part of it. You kind of signed up for it too. If you decided, hey, I want to guide people. Well, you signed up for some more lessons then. Okay? I know. So, Libra, that's what I have for you. I hope that helped. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.